Hey Girl Scout, just a quick reminder that my merch has gone live and I've got a limited edition embroidered hoodie on sale now to celebrate 100K. It's only going to be up for a short period of time, so make sure you go check it out before it's gone. And definitely tag me on Insta or Twitter or Discord if you score some merch so I can brag about you and feature you on the channel. Also, look out for my 100K live stream, going live March 29th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll talk fun stories, answer questions, and have a few very special guests. March 29th, don't you forget it. And now, cue the GameCube intro. See you in the video. Hey Girl Scout, what's shakin'? How have you been? I've personally been pretty alright. Been chatting on voice chat on my Discord server, and it's been really cool to get to know you guys in that way. Definitely go join the server if you want to chat with me, because I would love to meet you. Other than that, I've been enjoying the rare UK sunshine and posting about my 100K success on Insta and answering your lovely congratulations DMs. And the more time I spend on Insta, the more I've been bombarded with these images of over-edited influencers thinking that what they're posting is completely natural and not at all alien looking and easy to spot as fake. Or so I thought. Until you read the comments of people complimenting their perfect bodies and begging for their secrets and enviously wishing they could resemble them. Facetune. That's how, for the record. But it did make me sad that we've become so used to this use of editing that people aren't able to recognize the use of filters and body reshaping in that. So today, I thought we'd pick out some of the more obvious ones and poke a little fun to remind ourselves that the internet isn't all what it seems to be at face value, and that comparing ourselves to influencers probably isn't a healthy way to boost our self-esteem when the standards are unrealistic. So let's just jump right into things. This looks like someone playing an animated tooth in a dentist commercial, so they're strategically green screening themselves so that they can add some toothpaste and gingivitis in the animation. They certainly are the same shape as a tooth, at least after photoshopping their body. The wavy lines behind them may just be included for the electric toothbrush scene they're shooting later in the day, but something tells me it's more about them reshaping their hips. But hey, who are we to try and cancel this world-famous actor? After seeing them in Pixar's A Bug's Life as that caterpillar, I should be thanking them for such a great childhood and feeling sorry that their career has gone so downhill that they've gone from box office to local TV dentistry ads.
I just wanted to say thanks.
Who knows? With the new Batman movie and hopeful resurgence of old DC comic characters to come, maybe this behind-the-scenes image of them in green will spark producers' interest for a Swamp Thing movie. Let's get it trending, gang. Hashtag Swamp Thing 2024. There's true power in staying true to yourself. Embrace it. I didn't realize staying true to yourself meant blurring your face into someone else and hiding who you are through intense editing. That's like me publicly speaking out against a company and then taking a picture, getting a huge check from the CEO and captioning it the same thing.
Yep.
No, not real enough. That's like me building a career out of hating disorder fakers and then in the peak of the faker trend posting fake DID TikToks and preaching about how we need to stay true to ourselves. It's a lie. You're willing to sell yourself out. And you're willing to post it online daring people to call you out and possibly getting defensive when your hypocrisy's called out. Like when you tell a faker they're the ableist ones and they start attacking your looks and doxing family friends and telling you hate the mentally ill and that she didn't mean it when she said her alters can get drunk. Wait. Let's reel it back in. Point being, it's deflecting and so obviously a lie it's almost comical that it's a surprise when someone says something. This girl is daring you to ask if her skin is that smooth. She's asking if you have the audacity to tell her she's a hypocrite. She don't give an F. That's some crazy shit. Unless this girl is just trying to let us know she's weak as hell. In which case, hilarious and plus respect to her for the layering of irony and satire. Hell, maybe I should make a parody TikTok account mocking fakers. Now, you might think this is some nail advertisement where the person blurred any imperfections on their hands, but I actually think this may be something accidentally taken from the dark web out of context. In fact, this isn't edited at all. Clearly the lack of fingerprints makes this person the ultimate hitman assassin. There's no way they could leave a trace of evidence with their hands like that. And so they're advertising their services on Silk Road or whatever, and someone liked their nail art and stole the image for their Insta. I actually think we should pity this person. Not for their obvious self-esteem issues so deeply rooted that they can't even fathom having normal textured hands, but rather because while they were gifted a lack of prints perfect for being a paid criminal, they were cursed with the burden of having no knuckles and thus limited mobility to commit the crimes they can so easily evade conviction from. In fact, I find it quite ableist to have this picture featured on the subreddit. GoFundMe to help get this person knuckle implants not covered by medical insurance in the comments below. Let's move on. I can only imagine the caption. Night out with my lovely girlies, love them so much. So much so that I'm willing to stretch out Annie to make my waist look slimmer. Because that's true love, putting others down for your own benefit. Girl power. And by power, I mean the power to create your own gravitational pull so strong it bends walls and sucks your friend's waistline out. I really hope they base a character off of you when they inevitably make that Swamp Thing movie, because you sure do have something special. No, not the power of Photoshop and Facetune, not the power to be a heartless bitch who only thinks of themselves, but the power to completely defy the laws of science. You really are a marvel, and a great friend, and I'm never sarcastic. Moving on. My face. No app required. Yeah, no app required because you've already filtered it through Insta, Facetune, Photoshop, Uber Eats, and whatever else you have on your phone. I almost mistook you for a dolphin. Not only because you have the poreless, smooth skin of SeaWorld's most popular performers, but because I'm pretty sure you'd float in the water no problem. Just a calculated guess. Tell me the truth. You're testing people. You know there's no way in hell anyone would ever believe your face looks like that without editing, and so you're seeing if people are even looking at your face long enough to call you out. What a smart move. Very clever. But really, if you've gone so deep in the editing, blurring, resizing, smoothing, and color correcting that you look like an oil painting rendition of someone mid-Thanos snap disappearing and your bikini looks photoshopped on, I think maybe you've taken it just a bit too far. Let's see what other Photoshop fiends we have out here. Advertising a product to look like you? What? Pay way too much money and you can have chronic diarrhea and dehydration, and while spending those hours on the toilet, you'll be able to privately edit your pics without anyone else seeing.
It's a good deal. Give me that deal.
Like my CD collab, you'll be able to blur the line between what's morally right and what's your face and what's the wall. If you're tired of doing things the normal hard way of cutting back calories and increasing energy expenditure, then this product is for you. Because like editing your photos instead of working on your body, it cuts all the corners you don't want to bother doing to reach your goal. Sure, it doesn't actually give you what you're hoping, but then you can sell the lie to others and at least get money out of it instead of what you actually want. Because that's what true happiness is. Not working hard and not reaching goals, lying to the impressionable people online, selling yourself out, being unrecognizable in public, and no doubt have tons of people call you a fake money-hungry catfish behind your back. Living the dream, all from the comfort of your toilet, because remember, you have chronic shits for taking this weird sketchy drink. Sounds great. Now here's the Harry Potter section, where we can see Harry and his limbless arm from Chamber of Secrets and a glimpse at Lord Voldemort from one of his earlier films. It seems people always post Harry Potter characters to this subreddit, but it's an honest mistake. Voldemort does have quite the botched nose job. I get it. But in future, let's try not to make that mistake again, because these poor Harry Potter characters don't deserve to be up here with these fakers. And finally, we have the body positivity activist, who preaches loving your body as it is while simultaneously editing theirs. Because nothing says I support a cause like using it for clout and ignoring it when it comes to your own personal life. It seems a lot of these body positivity people do this. Can somebody say Tess Holliday? They really feel like they're better than others by promoting loving themselves at a large size while completely lying about what their actual body looks like. Because I guess if they post their real body and someone comments, it'll hurt their feelings? But they claim to love themselves so it shouldn't matter? Lies on top of lies. Love yourself no matter what size or shape or whatever you are, but be honest with yourself. If you're unhappy, stop lying for followers and attention and do something about it. Get help, lose or gain weight or muscle, and get off of socials until you can handle criticism if you post yourself on there. Don't rely on changing your body online to make you feel good. You'll get pissed off and upset when someone calls you out, and you'll feel bad about yourself when someone compliments you because it isn't the real you. It's so sad that these people don't feel good enough and think they have to change what they look like in order to be noticed online. To blur their faces and change their bodies until they look like another person for the approval of people they'll never meet in person just shows how much these people rely on external validation to feel happy. In case you didn't already know, the ones who love you are the only people you should care about the opinions of. The people who know you most, who know your intentions and morals, and they love you for the things the internet will never see. Like how you always make them a cup of tea when they wake up without being asked, how attentive you are when they speak about their problems, and how beautifully real you look when you're laughing loudly in your pajamas on the couch during a night in watching Netflix. To them, the pimple on your face and the flyaways on your head don't change your value to them, because your beauty comes from the things they love, and lipstick and filters don't take those away from you. My sympathy extends to these influencers, but I also think there's a line here. To edit yourself and leave your friend untouched may be because you see them as perfect, and maybe that's what you tell yourself on the surface. But when you're making your waist smaller by pulling their body out to be warped, you're showing you have no problem stepping on the people who love you to do what you think will better yourself. To lie to your following about lack of filters knowing people want to look like you is irresponsible, because you're impacting self-esteem. To lie and say your perfect hourglass is thanks to your sponsored detox tea is unethical, because you're selling a lie and you know it. Selling your fitness program about growing your bum when you've had a Brazilian butt lift is unfair and isn't being transparent. So when someone is unhappy because they follow your program to a T and they don't look like you, they'll place the blame on themselves for not being good enough or trying hard enough. The second your insecurities affect others negatively is the second it's an issue. And it's no one else's responsibility but your own to ensure that your internal issues aren't damaging people around you. You can't control how they feel, but if you're not being 100% authentically you, then you have a part to play in the blame. If you're not editing photos and aren't selling lies to people, then their insecurity isn't being fueled by unrealistic expectations, and that's on them. And to those of you who get sucked into this lie and feel badly, remember that you're beautiful when you're a great person. It's ugly to lie to people for profit and to prey off of insecure people to feed your own self-esteem. That's why you can look at someone gorgeous and not even care if you know they're mean or untrustworthy. The illusion disappears and their flaws become the things you notice first. It's beautiful to be kind and to treat yourself and others with love. It's beautiful to capture happy moments with friends and not try and compete to make that image about who looks hottest and rather focus on posting about the good time you had together. It's beautiful to stick to your morals and only promote products you genuinely believe in. And it's beautiful to be honest. Maybe you did get surgery because you weren't confident with your body. That's fine. Do what makes you happy. But if someone asks how you've achieved what you've achieved, lying about it isn't fair. Beauty truly comes from within and showcasing your personality and being consistent in your words and actions. As preachy and old ladyish as that sounds. But think about it. Think about the people you love. When asked to describe them, I'm sure you talk about how kind they are, how funny they are, and you wouldn't immediately say, well, they're not that hot. So why wouldn't others give you the same courtesy? And if they don't, they aren't people who love you and aren't worth your time. Seek out accounts that make you feel good and that focus on these things, and I guarantee your self-esteem will go up way more than following these lies on Insta ever will. And that's all I have to say on that. Not much, as per the usual, just a casual rant and a half. But what can I say? I'm passionate. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing that 100K live stream very soon, March 29th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, so definitely click the bell to be notified when that's up. And don't forget to go and check out that merch that's only up for a limited period of time. I've linked that and my socials below, so you can go and look around and see what you want to get involved with. Anyways, that's all from me. Hope you all have an amazing day, and I shall see you all in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Thanks for watching.